This is WICR.
Hi, and welcome back to The Unknown Show.
I'm Bayside.
I'm Boston.
In Colorado will be with us shortly.
We're going to be talking about the 1975 and their new album.
Yeah, so the last song you heard was Nana, which was off of their second album that was released a few weeks ago now. And thoughts?
I was initially conflicted on this album because the first song they released was Love Me. And it was different sounding than their original album, which a lot of people fell in love with when they first released it. And it grows on you, but I think the other songs on the album kind of showcase their talent and their ability a little better.
On this album. Definitely. Yeah. I would agree. A lot of the last album, I wouldn't say had the same sound, but it used a lot of the same, what's the word for that? Just it had a lot of the same sound, and I could hear the difference, I guess, from listening to it so much.
Yeah.
But our mainstream correspondent, who can't speak for herself right now, has said that a lot of the songs do sound similar. But this album, when promoting it, they definitely said that each song kind of has a unique sound, and some sound similar, but it's only 2 or 3 in each group.
Yeah, and they've definitely gone a little more artistic on this album too. With some of the songs don't have as many lyrics, but they focus more on their musical capability, which some people might find a little irritating, but I think it just shows how talented and diverse they can be as a band.
The titled song that was named after the album, I Like It When You Sleep, For You So Beautiful, You're So Unaware of It, it's completely instrumental, and it's just awesome. It's
just a great song, and it's not usual to find songs like that you can just listen to and actually relate to the music rather than the lyrics.
Exactly.
So I think musically this album is a higher caliber than their last one, but there's many people who would argue that lyrically the last album was better.
The last album definitely had a lot more of those just 2-line lyrics that would get you, I feel.
Yeah, there's some things they'd say and you just not relate to it, but it would just connect.
Yeah, you totally understand. And the one great thing about this album is they kind of reference the last album in a few times.
Definitely.
They talk about the city, they talk about girls. There was one more, but it's slipping my mind right now. But if you had to choose top 3 songs from this album to listen to.
Ooh, okay. I'd have to say The Ballad of Me in My Mind, Paris, and as in like UGH exclamation point.
That is just the name of the song. Yep. I think I would go with right now I'm feeling a lot more of the upbeat songs.
Yeah.
So, Believe in You, which is not upbeat. That one's like probably my top favorite. And then besides that, This Must Be My Dream.
Yep.
It makes me so happy. And then besides that, I don't know, maybe the sound just right now.
Yeah. I really like She Lays Down too, but that's more of a quiet, slower song. The song we just played was Nana, which is actually written about Matt Healy's, the lead singer's grandmother. As you can tell by the title.
It's definitely emotional.
Yeah.
Sometimes they show emotion, but in different ways, whereas the song's a lot more raw than their other.
I've found that a lot of songs on this album as well, since they are all so diverse, you can usually find one that just fits the situation or the day that you're in. So if you're just walking to class or you're walking back to your dorm or just in the library, you can just find a song that really kind of puts it into perspective what you're doing at that moment, which is a really unique experience.
Definitely. I mean, today the weather's been beautiful, so I've been listening to the upbeat stuff, but when it's been cold, I was definitely listening to more of their slow stuff. So
yeah, and the day's kind of winding down, so Nana was a good fit there. Just because it's not really, it's sad, but it's more melancholy, and we're just getting into spring, and summer's starting to go, winter's starting to fade out a little bit. So, yeah.
Yep. I'm excited for spring. I'm also excited for a spring break, which we'll talk about when we get back. Next year, we'll be listening to some Hozier, as well as Two Door Cinema Club, and who's that third person? Panama Wedding.
Yep, Panama Wedding.
All right, we'll be back.
This is WICR.
Frog is certainly taking a beating on this show.
Yeah, it's hard to feel sorry for him. We take a beating every show.
Celebrate.